Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Notorious Money Show. It is your host, Adrian Nino de Guzman, and happy Super Bowl Monday. It is the day after the Super Bowl. Yesterday, many of us around the country had the opportunity to watch the Kansas City Chiefs become three-time Super Bowl champions as they were led by Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Taylor Swift in defeat of the San Francisco 49ers. For many of us, we had the opportunity to get together with family and friends and obviously have a great fun experience and fun time in homes where people got together and shared food and refreshments, played games, had the game in the background, or were totally ingrained and committed to the game, especially if you were a diehard 49er fan or diehard Chiefs fan, or even if you were a casual fan and experienced and had fun with the Usher halftime show, or just placing bets and seeing whether Travis Kelce would propose to Taylor Swift. At the end of the day, it was a love conquers all Super Bowl, and I think most people were happy with the outcome. But whether that is you or not, I wanted to call out to something that is a real sickness, and that is Super Sick Monday. So today being that Monday, it is reported that 16.1 million Americans will call in sick today or schedule an unplanned vacation day, as this has become one of, if not the second most unproductive day of the year, only second to August 24th, which is typically the day that concludes the summer, and it usually marks the first day that on average kids will go back to school. So today is the day where most people are unproductive and do not want to go into work. And the reason I bring this up is because for so many of us, I would say that 100% of us have had this thought. Whether we're coming back from a Christmas break, summer break, a long vacation overseas, in the Bahamas, whatever the case may be, usually when we have an extended amount of time off, or we have something where we're coming back that we had looked forward to, which was enjoying time with family, friends, a party, an event of some sort, we always have this thought in our mind, dang it, I actually have to go to work and clock in tomorrow. And that sort of brings a negative connotation, either thoughts of depression to some people, or just thoughts of, hey, I have to do something different with my life. I cannot go and clock in and work a 9 to 5. And the reason I bring this up is because it is very likely that for most of us that have this super sick Monday blues, it is that we are on this pursuit of financial freedom. And this is why in this YouTube channel, I have talked about the relationship, and most importantly, the spiritual relationship that we should have with money. To control money, you must have a strong spirit, a strong character that is led by your values and that is led by the mind and the spirit. Whether you're a believer or a non-believer, I believe that just like we need to give strength and priority, exercise and nourishment to our physical body, we must also strengthen our spiritual side, our spirit, so that we can be able to conquer the things that are not important in life. And most importantly, be able to conquer our money and tell it what to do and where to go. Why do I mention this? Well, in the Bible, it does say that the pursuit of money or the chase of money is the root of all evil. So now you might ask yourself, well, if the chase of money is the root of all evil, then every day in one regard or another, I am chasing money, or I have to go to work, I have to pay bills, I have to, I have debt to pay, or I have to make my mortgage payment. I have to work, I have to provide, I have to put food on the dinner table for myself or for my family. And this is true. And how could that be evil, right? And we totally might obviously derive from that hey, the pursuit of money, that's for people who are selfish, who just want more, right? But really, the reason why I think that scripture in the Bible, in Timothy, and I think quoted by Paul, I think when Paul says that, it is because solely the selfish pursuit of money without being productive or without serving others, especially in today's world, in today's society, I think that is where we see a disease or some sort of sickness. And what do I mean? For example, when you get on YouTube So many videos are titled, hey, how do I make $1,000 today? How do I make $10,000 in 5 days? How do I make $1,000,000 in 3 months? You see so many of these videos, and trust me, I've done my homework. I have seen so many YouTubers, so many people talk about the fast way to getting out of debt or just becoming financially free or just becoming rich. And typically, one of the things that I have seen is that people in comment sections will obviously look for the way to make money as fast as possible or to become rich overnight. It's become so saturated with people with this desire in the comment section of these videos on YouTube that you are starting to see multiple scams where people say, hey, this Miss so-and-so helped me invest in this stock and made me $100,000, and you can too. DM me in the comment section of these YouTube videos. See, we have a disease right now when it comes to money, and people are desperate, and we cannot seem to control money. And people fall to these scams, and they even fall to thinking that by watching the YouTuber telling them, hey, like start this side hustle or start selling books on Amazon. And don't get me wrong, there are people that are probably very successful on these YouTube channels doing these side hustles and doing these things. Totally, I do not want to discredit that. But how many of them are not? How many of them the real scheme is getting on YouTube, such as I am right now, and teaching you how to make money by just clicking in their affiliate program or giving them a subscribe or getting into their coaching program. They get charged $5,000 to join their coaching program, and then next thing you know, they actually haven't learned any skills because they are going into a place of desperation and not power. And because they're wanting quick results, they come to the realization that the things that they're being taught are actually just things that need to be applied, and that they actually have to put in the work so that they can achieve these goals. Now, there are people that follow these YouTube gurus or these business gurus, and they take the online coaching and then they become very successful. And there are those cases, but there are a lot of people who are falling through the cracks, paying a huge amount of money, and because they're desperate and wanting that Lamborghini right now, they sign up for the course. They don't do anything because they thought it would be quick. They thought they could really get money or $10,000 or $100,000 or make $1,000,000 in less than a year, and now they are just more in debt or just more in trouble than before. So why do I bring all of this up, and why do I say, hey, like all of us have had that feeling of not wanting to go to work the next day? And I think that that comes from a place of either just frustration or just knowing that, hey, like either way, if I have to go to my 9 to 5. I wish my lifestyle were this, but you don't see your 9 to 5, or you don't see yourself as being capable of doing something on your own outside of that 9 to 5 structure where you can actually produce and serve your fellow being. You see, I think money is directly correlated to work. So no matter what, we have to put in the work. And that's the thing, people do not want to put in the work. And the other factor for you to be able to control your money and to grow in money is to acquire wisdom. And to acquire wisdom means that you have to work for wisdom or work to gain knowledge. If you grow in wealth, that directly means that you are starting to grow in wisdom as well. So to do this, you either can pursue education, or you read, you look, you ask questions, you get someone that can genuinely offer you guidance. You see, we always look for mentorship, and sometimes we say, oh, the only way I can receive mentorship is I have to pay somebody to be my mentor. The thing is that, yeah, you can do that, and I'm pretty sure there are great people that are charging you a lot of money that are actually good mentors, but in most cases, a mentor is someone that is willing to give you their time and their gems of wisdom for free, as long as you're willing to put in the work, because that individual is willing to see you succeed and wants you to succeed as a person. And now, Adrian, you're talking about this paradise, right? Like where am I going to find that? Or Man, like Adrian, like I don't believe that. Like I don't think that work is necessarily the only way of becoming rich. There's so many people that don't do work and are just chilling on the beach right now and still making money. Well, then I guess I'm sorry this YouTube channel isn't for you, because I'm not talking to the people that have given up on the core principle of work acquiring wisdom to have more money. I want you, whether you're rich, whether you're wealthy now, or whether you are on the path of financial freedom and eliminating debt, I want you to know that money is a spiritual topic, that the control of money is a spiritual relationship, and that you have to nurture the spirit. And that is why I have started reading the book Thou Shalt Prosper. This is a foreword by Dave Ramsey and written by Rabbi Daniel Lappin. And in this book, this is where I am gaining, aside from obviously the Bible and ancient teachings, I am gaining knowledge on our relationship between money and our spiritual being. Today, I want to share a couple of just quick quotes and a couple of sections from the book, specifically from the foreword from Dave Ramsey. As many of you know, Dave Ramsey is a financial figure, persona. He has the Dave Ramsey Show, and he teaches people how to get out of debt and how to grow and really like do a lot of the work that it takes to become financially independent. But it's very interesting because he recommends this book as one of the best books when it comes to money. And it's not just a book about, hey, getting out of debt, saving pennies here or there. It's a book that teaches you the principle or the philosophy of money, which I have been trying to do on this channel as well. So I want to read part of the foreword from Dave Ramsey, and I will do so now, and I will react to it, and hopefully you enjoy it. The foreword from Thou Shalt Prosper by Dave Ramsey. I didn't grow up as a rich kid, but I did grow up as a business kid. My father had this fantastic entrepreneurial attitude, and he taught me about goal setting, hard work, and focused intensity. I remember going up to him one summer when I was 12 and saying, "Dad, I need some money." He replied, "You're 12 years old. You don't need money. What you need is a job." So I got to learn about cutting grass that summer. More than that, I learned about setting goals, marketing, and determination. I printed up business cards and built up quite the little enterprise. The most important business lesson my dad taught me was that money comes from work. Don't talk to me about what you deserve or what you're entitled to. No one is going to hand you anything. This has been true since the beginning of time. You've got to leave the cave, kill something, and drag it home, then it's yours. So, hunters and gatherers. I'm grateful to my dad for teaching me that lesson from an early age, especially since it's an attitude I don't see much anymore. Thomas Edison said it pretty well. Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work. More and more, it seems like people want wealth, but they don't want to work for it. They need a shot in the arm, a callback to the virtue, ethics, morality, and importance of business. And that, my friend, is why I love this book. I didn't know of Rabbi Lappin until a friend gave me a copy of Thou Shalt Prosper in a men's Bible study group a couple of years ago. I had never heard of the book before, but I flipped through it and later read in detail with the study group. I was completely blown away. It is definitely one of the top financial books I have ever read, and I've read a lot of them, this being Dave Ramsey. Lappin admits that he's not a star of finance, and that's part of the brilliance of the book. When you read a book written by someone like Bill Gates or Warren Buffett, you have to recognize that these aren't really regular people. Chances are you don't have a Bill Gates living next door to you. All the stars have to line up to have that kind of success, and you get someone like that once in a blue moon. Thou Shalt Prosper is about regular people. Whether you're a part-time office clerk or a big-time corporate CEO, Lappin shows you a whole new mindset about work about money. Did you catch that? Work and money. Most people never realize the two are connected. Beyond the work-money connection, Lappin's overall thesis is fascinating. Some people may not be comfortable with it, but I think history shows it to be true. Jewish people are unusually gifted at making and managing money. It's not a racial thing, it's a cultural thing. There is something in the cultural mindset and national experience of the Jewish people that we need to recognize if we want to win with money. Lappin understands that money isn't just physical, it's a spiritual reality. It's spiritual in that it isn't about folded pieces of paper, and it isn't about what those little slips of paper can buy. It's about people and relationships. Money is the buzz, the connection that makes our interpersonal networks rich and fulfilling. In a sense, money connects two dreamers. Think about that. I personally love to ski. I enjoy hitting the slopes and spending that time with my family, and it doesn't bother me at all to spend money doing that particular activity. I imagine it as another person's dream to own and operate a luxury ski resort. He is fulfilled and motivated by providing a great service and outstanding accommodations to skiers. So when I go on vacation, I hand him my money and he hands me my keys and skis. We're both excited about the transaction. We both get what we want, and both our dreams are fulfilled. In that moment, it isn't about money. Money is just what facilitated our relationship. These days, however, business and business people are getting a bad rap. The pursuit of wealth through a successful business is not viewed as an honorable enterprise by some, and I honestly cannot understand why that is. One of the things that most irritates me as a successful businessman is the often stated belief that wealth is a byproduct of dishonesty or moral shortcomings. Some people, whom I not so affectionately call losers, honestly believe that the only way for one person to gain wealth is to lie, to cheat, or take advantage of someone else. The idea of an honorable, wealthy person is totally foreign to many people, and that's just sad. A lot of people, including many in the media, propagate what my friend Tim Sanders calls a scarcity mentality. It's like there's a limited amount of wealth in the world, and one man's success directly causes another failure. Therefore, the only way for me to get more money is to take it away from someone else. What a crock. But people from all walks of life buy into this nonsense, don't they? I often see this at two opposite extremes: greedy poor people and guilty rich people. Now, I'm not saying all poor people are greedy, and I'm not saying all rich people are guilty. However, our society often tries to steer us along one of these two paths. Chances are, you know people who represent both sides. The greedy poor people are those who have little ambition, work their 9-to-5 jobs, go home and sit on the sofa, complain about how the little man can't get ahead, haven't read a book since high school, and feel like the world owes them something. It may be free healthcare, free college education, free retirement, free insurance, or a total free ride. They think that just because they work their 8 hours a day jobs, they're doing all they can. If they don't make enough money doing it, then someone else should step in and take care of them. The guilty rich people are those who work like crazy people, are mentally engaged in business, think about new and creative ways to service others, know how to turn $1 into $100, fully fund college accounts for their kids, read a book a month, build up a large retirement account, and then feel guilty about it. They listen to the lies about the dishonesty and mistrust of business, and they become ashamed of their success. They give a great deal to good causes, not out of a sense of duty or charity, but out of some misguided notion that their wealth has put others into poverty. Let me be crystal clear. Both of these groups have missed the mark. There is a dignity to wealth creation through honorable business that is unlike anything else on earth. There is no crime in handing someone a dollar for a job well done, and there's certainly no shame in accepting it for providing the service. That's why Rabbi Lappin calls every dollar you earn a certificate of appreciation from your customers. You see, in business, if you don't do a good job, no one will give you these little certificates. And if that happens, you go out of business. So where are all these dishonest, misbehaving, backdoor dealing, wealthy, dirty businessmen? The bottom line is that if you're a creep, your customers will know it and you won't last long. The 10 Commandments outlined in this book are for everybody. You don't have to be Jewish. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to own a business or aspire to become the next Michael Dell. They are simple, practical principles for life and business. They have to do with how you view money, how you treat people, and how you represent yourself in the marketplace. Overall, this book isn't about becoming rich. It's about adding value to yourself, your family, and the world around you. Rabbi Lappin shows that when you contribute to the well-being of other people through honorable business and wise stewardship, you win. And it's not just your victory, it impacts everyone around you. You can actually create wealth in your community, and when you do, everyone benefits. Dave Ramsey. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed me reading that forward, but something that just catches my attention, obviously, is that money is a spiritual reality, and that I love how he breaks it down, how there are people that think that they can shortcut not working, and that just clocking in, doing their 9 to 5 job, and then complaining about how the world still owes them is preposterous. And that there's rich people also that do hustle, that do become wealthy or rich, and then they still feel guilty about it. And that both ideas are completely erroneous. That we should put in that work and try to create wealth to benefit other people, to benefit your community, to benefit your neighbor. And I truly believe that. I think, and if you think about it microscopically, we should all try to benefit the lives, especially of our family. And to do that, we should try to teach things such as entrepreneurship, hard work, sacrifice, and gaining knowledge and gaining wisdom. So I love this forward, and I'm excited to read this book. I have not read this book, and I am actually going to do a reaction every time I read a couple of chapters, and I want to review this, and I hope that you can go out and purchase this book and join me on the journey of reading Thou Shalt Prosper. I'm excited. The forward has me excited to just see what it talks about when it comes to Jewish history and how they view money and their interaction with money, how they have been very successful as well. But I think so far this book is going to drop a lot of gems. So go out and get it, and I hope that you enjoy the reviews that I will have coming shortly. This has been the Notorious Money Show, and we will see you guys tomorrow on the next episode.